Be sure to follow Wager Detective on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok.
Okay, folks, Wager Detective here, August 17, 2026. We're going to cap this Tigers versus Pirates game. Both teams fairly even on the odds. The over and 8.5 coming in on the over-under. 4 and 5, the Tigers are in their last 9 plus 3 run differential, scoring 4.33 runs a game to 4 runs against. They're batting .228 in their last 9 games. We look at them in their last 3, batting .233 with a .227 runners in scoring position. They're just not hitting the ball with guys on base and not really looking as solid as they should. I like this Tigers team, but run production down, batting average down over their last 9, and when we isolate the last 3, not good. When we look at the Tigers, 60 and 64 on the year, and they are 28 and 33 on the road. This team has a lot of talent on it. I know they're saddened and disappointed that Scooble's no longer there and Mize is no longer there. I just hope this franchise is going in the right direction because this city really deserves a winner. I didn't really think they were winner moves that they made, but we look at the Tigers and over the season, they're plus 83 on the run differential. They have lost 3 straight, and they're 5 and 5 in their last 10. They got about a 19% chance to make the playoffs, and it's dwindling fast. I mean, especially in that division and other teams on your heels, especially in the American League. The Tigers have a small chance to still make the playoffs. I don't know. When we look at this team, McGonigal leads the team in batting average, batting .281. Dingler leads the team in home runs and RBIs. He's got 26 home runs on the year and 82 runs batted in. I like this team. I like McGonigal, Dingler, Torkelson. Green doesn't look like he's going to be in the lineup tonight. I like Keith. I like McKinstry. Veerling's got to go. Torres is still decent, and Baez always a threat from the right-handed side of the bat. So this team's got a lot of talent on offense. Again, I don't know if Green's going to play tonight. We look at the Tigers on the road this year, 28 and 33, scoring 4.6 runs a game, about 8.5 hits a game, 1.23 home runs per 9, and batting .243 on the road this year with a 7.25 OPS on the road. So not necessarily bad numbers, but when you look at it, they're just not winning games, whether it's the bullpen, not scoring enough runs, or what have you. They're going to have to probably try to get better here, especially if they're going to make a push towards the playoffs. On-base percentage, 32% on the road this year. And again, hitting 4.6 runs per 9. When we look at who they're going to be facing, Carmen Moldanowski, 3.79 ERA on the year. He's got a 1.40 whip, 27 years old. More of a relief guy than anything else for this team. When we look at him in Moldanowski on the season, 6-5 record, 3.79 ERA. He's giving up 9.5 hits per 9. Home runs are pretty decent, only giving up 8 home runs in 99 and 2/3. Walks are a little bit of a concern, 3.16 walks per 9, and only striking out 7 batters per 9. So it really doesn't have the swing and miss stuff. The hits and the walks could be a concern against a team like this. But again, the Tigers, as we said, they're not hitting. Moldanowski last 5, 13 and a third, 6.75 ERA. Gave up 1 home run in his last 13 innings. He's given up 3.38 walks per 9 in his last 13 and a third, and he's only striking out 6 batters per 9. The biggest issue is the hit prevention, allowing 18 hits in 13 and a third. If we look at Moldanowski at home this year, 13 games, he's 4-1, 48 innings pitched, giving up roughly 9 hits a game, 3.94 ERA in 13 games at home this year. Team's batting average against him, .254 at home, and he's only striking out 7.3 batters per 9 at home this year. So we'll see if that gets better here, but not really a swing and miss guy, and the walks are a concern. When we look at Moldanowski versus left-handed bats or right-handed bats, left-handed bats hitting .280 against them. He's seeing a larger sample size against left-handed bats. Obviously, lineups are going to be matched to put more lefties in there, but he is giving up a 786 OPS against left-handed bats. He's walked 24 batters, giving up 6 home runs, and then right-handed bats, the batting average goes down to 250, 627 OPS. So obviously better against right-hand bats than left-hand bats. And when we look at what he's going to see today, we look at this expected lineup, a little bit of rain possibly in the forecast. We look and we see in the expected lineup no Riley Green. but he is going to see McGonigal in there, Cole Keith, McKinstry from the left side, Max Clark. But again, Detroit just not hitting good in their last 9, runners in scoring position in their last 9. We'll see what happens here. Now they're going to be seeing the Pittsburgh Pirates 61-65 on the year, 16 and a half games back. But you look there, I mean, could they get a wild card spot? Maybe, maybe not. But they are doing better at home this year than on the road. We look at them, they're plus 30 run differential in the year, and they're 4-6 in their last 10. They won 1, and they got a 3.6% chance, according to ESPN, to make the playoffs. We look at this team, a lot of talent. Lowe, Reynolds, Gonzalez, O'Hearn. We haven't seen O'Hearn. Magnum, Horowitz, Ozuna, no longer there. But we look at this. Gonzalez leads the team in batting average. Home runs are led by Brandon Lau with 26, and Brandon Lau leading the team with 79 RBI. So they got talent over there. They're not always healthy, but if we, like we said, in their last 9 and their last 3, hitting for a good batting average and good with the runners in scoring position. So looking good there. Look at the Pirates' last 9. They're batting .268 with a .349 runners in scoring position average. And we look at what they've done in their last 3 games. They're batting .271 with a .417 runners in scoring position. So their recent offense has been fairly consistent with the batting average, holding around the same level over the last 9 and the last 3. But look at that. .349 to .417 with runners in scoring position between their last 9, and we isolate it to the last 3. It jumps up. So they're hitting the ball better. They're doing better than the Tigers are. And we look at this side by side. The Pirates are plus 6 run differential in their last 9. Both teams are 4 and 5. We looked at they're scoring 5 runs a game to 4.33 for their opponents, whereas the Tigers are scoring 4.33 and giving up 4. And if we look at runners in scoring position, big difference over the last 9. 349 for the Pirates to 232 for the Pirates. And then hits 80 to 70 over their last 9. We look at the last 3, and just look at this, guys. I mean, 417 with runners in scoring position over their last 3 to 227 for the Tigers, and then batting average 271 over the last 3 for the Pirates and 233 for the Tigers over their last 3. So we look at the run production, runners in scoring position production, leans the Pirates. Home games for the Pirates, 32 and 31 this year, scoring 5.4 runs a game, 9 hits a game, almost 1.3 home runs per game, and batting .272 at home this year with a .789 OPS. This team is so solid, man. I mean, if they would have went out and maybe got a pitcher, or Paul Skeens could have been better in his starts, or they would have hit for him better, they definitely could have possibly had the chance to make the playoffs. But we look at them against left-handed pitching, which you'll see in Frambler, Valdez. They're scoring 1.57 runs a game, 2.76 hits per game, 245 batting average against left-handed pitching with a 695 OPS and 383 slug. So a little less efficient against left-handers like they are, but they are strong at home. And if we look at the comparison side by side, home and away, again, Pirates leading in all categories: the wins, the record, runs per game, hits per game, 9.32 to 8.48, home runs per game, small but 1.27 to 1.23. And we look at batting average, 272 at home for the Pirates, 243 on the road for the Tigers, and OPS, 789 to 725. That's a pretty significant stat when you're dealing with home and road splits. And slug, every metric between home and away, the Pirates are doing better in. And most importantly, that record, it's not a big difference, but when you get into the runs a game and then everything starts adding up, the home runs, the on-base percentage, the OPS, it does provide a little bit of a glance or a view into what they're doing. We look at the hits, 5.40 to 4.62, so favor to the Pirates there. They're going to be seeing Frambler, Valdez, 5'11". He stands 5'11", 32 years old, left-hander, 7-8 record this year with a 4.26 ERA, 106 strikeouts, and a 1.39 whip. This guy has seen better days when he was with the Houston Astros compared to what he's doing this year. It's kind of hit or miss with him, but he's still solid. He's not a guy that gives up a lot of home runs. We look at what his record is this year, 7-8, 4.26 ERA. He's given up 9 hits a game, under a home run per 9. But the walkouts a concern, 3.38 walks per 9, only striking out 7 batters per 9 with a 1.39 whip. So the walks could be a problem against a team like this Pirates team that are hitting good recently. They could lead the traffic that I don't think Valdez wants to see. That ERA is concerning. And the walks are concerning. Both these guys with walks, giving up walks. So road split, we look at him, 13 starts for Valdez on the year. On the road, 3-4 record, 72 and a third, giving up about 10 hits a game with a 4.23 ERA. Again, the walks are concern, 3.36 walks per nine. On the road, teams batting 270 against him. So a concern there. The hits are a concern. The batting average against is a concern. The strikeouts aren't really as solid as you like them to be. And he's got a 4.23 ERA on the road. So tough sled in there. Against left-handed bats or right-handed bats, he has seen right-handed bats a little bit more. They are hitting slightly marginally better against him. They got 11 home runs against him, 39 walks to right-handed batters this year. And against right-handed bats, 733 OPS compared to 668 for left-handers. So he's definitely stronger against left-handed bats, obviously. And we'll see if that holds up today with the lineup that he's going to see. But again, seeing right-handed bats a lot more, and he's, pretty decent there. Now, we look at this. He's going to see Gonzalez. He's going to see Reynolds, who could switch hit. He's going to see another Valdez. He's going to see somebody named Valdez with the same name as him. And then you got guys like York, Triolo, and Davis at the end there, back end, not sure. But when we get into the bullpen, the Tigers, pretty good bullpen, 10 best in the Major League Baseball, 3.81 combined ERA. Jansen's going to be on the mound. He hasn't pitched since Thursday. And then for them, Wagyu pitched yesterday, Rainey pitched yesterday, and Holton pitched yesterday. Wagyu had 28 pitches, Rainey had 24, and Holton had 33. It looks like Finnegan and DeJesus will be the setup guy before Jansen comes in if he's needed. But I expect Finnegan or DeJesus to be the first out of the pen unless it's late inning and they're about to close the game up. And then I guess we'll see. I would imagine we see Jansen, but he's got a 13.5 ERA. We're looking at the Pirates now. Pirates, 20th best bullpen in baseball, 4.26 combined ERA. Weaver, Duval by committee. And we look at these guys. We didn't see, I don't know if we've seen anybody yesterday, but we look at the Weaver's not doing good this week. These are all last week's numbers over the last week. Weaver with a 13.5 ERA. It's going to be interesting to see who comes out of the bullpen there. Guys, if I'm looking at this game, I know Maldonowski has some question marks, but I just like the way the Pirates are playing a little bit better. I know the Tigers have a little bit more of a chance to make the playoffs, but Valdez hasn't looked solid. And Maldonowski hasn't either, but I like the way the Pirates are playing recently over their last 3 with runners in scoring position. I like their bats. I like the Tigers' bats as well. If I'm going to lean to my stronger lean on this play, I do think this game goes over 8.5, and I definitely think that's my stronger lean here. If I had to lean aside, I got to go with the Pirates. So my call here is for Wager Detective is over 8.5 and the Pirates to win this game on the money line. This is Wager Detective. Thank you for watching this video. Share it with your friends. Like and subscribe to my channel on YouTube. And this is Wager Detective signing off. Pirates to win the game and over 8.5. I'll talk to you soon.
In breaking news, Wager Detective is emerging as the next big thing, thanks to his incredible sports betting analytical skills.